All right, we are recording. Welcome back. This is the intro. 3, 2, 1, action. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Shattered, back at Shattered Star Games. Back with another video, back with a gaming series video. I know you guys have missed it, so I am bringing it to you. Thanks for coming and checking us out. Subscribe, hit like, share us, man. And without further ado, we're going to get right to the action. Currently, we're fixing our Xbox One. It's out of commission right now. Also, the Xbox 360 is having some power supply issues. So right now, what we're going to do is concentrate. I'm going to try to concentrate on multiple PC games. Right now, we're going to do some RTS. I've seen some of the RTS videos I did back in the days are getting a little traction now. Some of the Supreme Commander nuclear takedown videos are looking pretty nice as far as analytics, seeing that I've been gone for a while. So I'm going to start doing some RTS, give you guys a fresh new RTS, not fully new, since deserts are correct. Homeworld. Basically, it's like moving chess. If anybody doesn't know the RTS genre, is basically like chess with moving parts. So, you know, you can move, everything's not turn-based, everybody is real-time at all times. So basically, you get a set of units, you get a set of air units, ground units, you got special abilities, you know, you got your main mothership. In this case, you have a carrier. It's just like an aircraft carrier, but it rolls on the ground. So, cool thing about it, some of them actually float over the ground, and they do some pretty nice stuff. But I got the Coalition, which is basically like Space America. And we're pretty balanced, you know what I'm saying? Not too much technology, but just enough, and we're cheap enough to get all the planes on the boat before probably the enemy. So this is just the way I'm doing Coalition. I may do a Coalition video. I may do the full content of the multiplayer, all the factions that have been added, the Knef and the other two, the Gaussian and I got the Turian, I forgot which one it was. But we'll do all four of them. At this current time, it's 4, so we will do that. So without further ado, I will go ahead and just give you guys a slight commentary to some of the action. As you can see, I did a little Shattered Star Games text graphic. So hopefully I get some of you people out there to give me a good thumbs up on the like and a subscribe, because that took over an hour to export on my computer. So thank you very much, everybody, for coming to check us out once again. Shattered Star Games, Shattered Star Actual, Factual, and we are on to the next. And I'm going to go ahead and start this video up now.
Light attack vehicle online.
And of course, our sound has just went down. Of course, I want to try to reload. I don't know how this will do as we're in midstream. This could technically throw us off completely, or it could work perfectly and I can say Exploit is the best program I ever used. However, I think that is going to be a lie. So I'm going to try to do this again. Everybody wait for me here.
Light attack vehicle
online. We're in there again. I'm going to try to switch back to
Exploit
without messing up anything. We got one click. Hopefully we don't have any more. Alright, as you guys can see, the Shattered Star Games Actual, you can check that out, Shattered Star Games. As you can see, they're sending their first attack. They usually will send a whole bunch of sand skimmers as Gaussian. But these could also be fast attack vehicles if you're playing this Coalition. Also the other races, I have not got their fast attack vehicle named yet, because I have not faced off against them. I've only faced against the current faction I'm on now, which is the Gaussian. Gaussian use hit and run tactics. They'll get your units out and make you think that you can take them out. They'll start running, then they'll run you into the rest of their units that they got and set for ambush. So I try not to, as a strategy, I try not to put all of my units in their area. Because what happens is they'll set an ambush, and once they set the ambush, then you lose your money. And unlike other games, this thing is money based totally. So once you run out of resources, if I blow up all the stuff that you bought, then you're out of luck. So with this type of game, you gotta kind of make sure that you spend your money wisely, instead of just building out a whole bunch of units, just going sending your men to slaughter. You really want to save your men and make them veteran units because every veteran unit that you can hold over the lifetime of the game, the other person, if they build that same unit, will still be at disadvantage because your unit survived hordes of their units and destroyed and killed plenty of their men, so they know how to kill your men now.
Light attack vehicle
So
in
whenever you
service.
see a unit that's high level, and it'll show you on the map if that enemy unit is also high level, you want to destroy
Light
that
attack
unit as
vehicle
soon as possible.
online.
So as you see, I got a couple of fast tech vehicles. I'm trying to set up a small little
Light
patrol.
attack vehicle in
We got some
service.
combat ground patrol. I guess that'll be a CGP.
Yeah, I thought we
We're
were
gonna run
supposed to go,
CGP
but
out
just
here
gotta
in
go
that
up.
middle, as you can see
We're
to the
showing
top
negative
right
contact
there.
with AO.
We're gonna move to the middle and try to see what they're doing in that area. I got drones in the area.
Base
So I
runner
tried to use
assembled.
the base runner ability to set drones so that I do not have to use my
Research completed.
loyal soldiers that has actual man in there to die. I would much rather send the drones to get the recon than waste a
Strike
man.
confirmed.
Once again, coming back to the
Deploy
attrition,
to the
you
location.
must not use more money than the next man. And you have to deny him use of any money it's on your side of the land as well. As you see, I'm moving my base runners up, creating a turret defense on this left side of the pass because I figured they'd bring
Be
something up the left
advised,
side of the
carrier
pass.
systems online.
So I wanted to have the left side of the pass set with turrets. Only problem you're gonna find here though is if they see you're doing that, this is smart AI, they'll start bringing air to your ground. So if you don't have a good,
Let's move.
successful air defense in that area, even if you have some air defense, you will still find yourself losing money. I like how these things jump over the thing. I wish I could have zoomed in a little quicker. And they actually jump over the damn mounds there. That's so fast. Really like them. They have another boost ability where you can boost them. You can check it out now. Once I get over this hill, I want to come into contact. Here we go. We're coming in that range now. Here we go.
Strike craft taking effective fire.
Got one down. I really should have ran back into him because my fast attack vehicles are way better up close.
Officially on this.
Light attack vehicle enhancements
We're
online.
getting that audio thing again. We'll have to shut down. I gotta fix that audio, man. That shit's fucking killing my damn screen. Where was that at? Let's go back here. Alright, so we need to go back. Oh, GOL. So let's pause GOL. We're gonna drag back a couple of seconds to where we got those there. Bam. That's good. We're already recording, so technically all we gotta do is hit play. Oh, I gotta hit stop and play. Oh, thank you very much. All right, as you can see, I'm gonna back it up again
Defend
for
that
you
area with
guys.
the turret.
Sorry about that. We're having ACL problems.
Hostile craft in AO.
All right, as you can see, I rolled up on them and they had guys at the back that had fast attack units. I took out another 2 of their units, 3 of their units. Then they brought out fast attack units from the front, so I had to hurry up and get out of there. I had to punch it. I still lost 2 of my veteran units. As you can see, I lost 2 of my 2 veteran units, and then I got that 1K unit. He's the highest guy that I got out of that fight. So I had to get them out of there as soon as possible. Got the drone up there, keeping an eye on them as they approach the main carrier. So I did try to get them out of there as fast as possible. I know we could have saved probably another 3 or 4 of them.
Make sure it's combat ready.
It's okay.
Defend that area with
Now
the
we'll
turret.
get back to what we're doing here. I think at this point we are. I see that salvager. They're attempting to get a salvager in my area, which means they're overexpanding. So they're sending small exploratory attacks. Salvage is being engaged. I'm engaging them with my carrier because I've spent money on the carrier defense system. This is why you see those 2 missiles coming out every couple of seconds. And the Sea Whiz that's on the side is coming out pretty smooth. Now, as you can see, I'm on the left side. See, I got my second drone out on the right side, keeping an eye on that other pass. So I saw that salvager coming in, so I was trying to figure, we need to get this salvager stuff going. I see them overexpanding. So I wanted to kind of beef up that side once again, just so that I can make sure that that side, they wouldn't be able to attack me from there. If I can control them to only one area of attack, then I can destroy all their units without me having to take any losses, which in an attrition war, I would automatically win by default because I'm going to have more units in. Because you're going to throw your units like he just did just there. That unit costs about $400. If he only has about $50,000, he keeps sending stuff that costs $500 to my way and I'm blowing it up, it's going to be a problem. Get the static again. I got to fix that static problem. What was we all 15?
Light attack.
Okay, we're pretty much back. All right, I got my new guy set up here. You see, I got that 1K guy there. That's pretty much the highest fast attack unit that I've got. I think I've got a support
cruiser now
I put
operational.
on reveal all, so now I can actually see what the Gaussians are doing over there. They've got some sand skimmers. They've got a support cruiser. Looks like probably a production cruiser. Their main ship, as you can see, their ship floats. They have a little more of the technology than the Coalition do from the start of the game. So their stuff will typically float. The Coalition has 1 floating unit. I took reveal all off so that now you can still just see what I see as it's going. This is a replay, and I'm not actually live on this. Otherwise, it would look a lot different. You would see exactly what I'm doing. I'm just basically taking an overview of the entire map here so you guys can see the full totality. I've got a couple anti-air turrets up because I'm already knowing they're going to try to hit that area with air. I keep destroying them in that zone, so I know that they're going to try to hit me with air. That's their only thing they can do to knock out that strong point. So I figured putting some air on the support cruiser might be enough, but I don't know if this is true or not, guys, but the Gaussians' air bombers and air strike fighters seem to be way stronger than the Coalition's. Coalition in groups works good, but they can get a single couple of strike fighters and a single bomber, man, take out my 4 turrets and by itself. Which is highly annoying. Highly. And restock the bill. Alright. We're gonna see how long the ACO holds out this time, guys. We're doing this trying to get you guys a view of some of this main combat action. Oh man, those beers are freezing over. Right now, I thought that I had a pretty good air defense, but obviously I did not. As you can see, I do see those resource harvesters coming down to me. I just could not deal with them at that point because I was just trying to bolster up this area.
Research completed.
I figured that it was so long on the supply chain that it would take them quite a long time to get their resources back, but they did move a production cruiser down there on me. So I did have to make a move a little earlier than I thought I would have had to do. I try to leave stuff to the last minute because I want them to use up all their money trying to attack my strong point.
Support cruisers have been outfitted with anti-air defensive systems.
The AI in this game is on normal. I know if I put it on hard, it'll probably get extremely hard. But since this is like one of the first times I did a skirmish, I was just trying to test out some different strategy and see if I could actually beat them with without
Operators, please confirm negative contact in
any
your
cheating
area.
or any
Good copy.
YouTube
We got a
videos
snag.
showing me how to beat.
Invite you to the party. Ready for assignment.
Anyone knows RTS games knows there's always a rock, paper, scissors aspect to some of this stuff. So, you know, you throw a rock, you know, you gotta have paper and scissors, or you don't have scissors. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you. As you can see, we're steady getting that constant
Carrier production.
backfeed from the connection. I think what I'm going to do, I'm sure you guys can hear me. I'm having a current tech problem, but since we got XSplit, it's actually pretty cool because what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit stop, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try out a different way of doing this. So since we're currently live, we're going to see the power of XSplit. Okay, what I'm going to do, guys, and hopefully I'll be able to do this, I'm going to go over the settings and I'm going to switch out to M-Star. Okay, we're going to go to M-Star as the default system sound. All right, guys, because we're having an ACO problem. I think it's because of the Pioneer stuff that I uploaded, and I downloaded a new one. And I'm sorry, I downloaded the new Pioneer Record. I think it's called Record Station or something. And they put some ACO drives on there. And ever since I put the ACO drives on there, it's just been going crazy. My new mark's just going crazy. So we're gonna go over to the television, and we're gonna see how we can do with the television. So guys, give me a second here. We're gonna switch over to TV to see how effortlessly we can do this. Okay, guys, so we're gonna switch over to default now. And this is showing some of you guys a little bit of troubleshooting as well. So I'm gonna open the sounds. We're gonna go on over and change our default playback device. We're gonna change that over to M-Star Demo. So it's now set as default. We've taken it off of the new mark. All right, and we're going to redo this again. Hopefully the TV isn't that loud, and we're gonna try to get this back up for you guys. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but we're fixing it here live, so just stay tuned here, and I'll be right back with you.
Light attack vehicle online.
All right, I'm back. TV's a little bit louder. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn down the television slightly here. All right, we're good. Now I'm going to continue as I'm gonna make sure that the XSplit feed is back so you guys can see. All right, it's good. I'm showing good. I think the volumes are still the same. I'm gonna go back to where I was at. All right, sorry about those couple of problems, guys. Hopefully everything should be back on you guys' end. Thanks for sticking with us here at Shatterd Star Games, man. We're having technical difficulties, why I haven't been recording all this stuff. So thanks, guys, for checking us out. We're gonna go back to where we were at in progress. All right, here we go. I'm going back here now. There's my 1K guy. I've set up some railguns. There's the air attack that I was telling you guys about. I've got a couple base runners running in. We're gonna go back to where we were at. All right, there we go. We got the base runners. We got the railguns ready to go. Now at this point, I was ready these guys because I wanted to put a turret. Once I do that, I attacked their salvagers that they had in my area. I knew they were going to bring an in-force attack on me. So I wanted to have base runners ready to go to make turrets on the new area before we attack. And that's one of the main things I do. When I make an attack, I want to make a full attack. I do not want to make a half-hearted attack, lose some units, make them lose them all, but then they bring some more. I want to deny that area, deny the area, deny the area. So when we come in, we're going to deny the area. We're going to continue to deny the area. As you can see, here goes the air attack. They're hidden. All right, it just hit the base runners. I'm on down to half energy. Strike fighter hit the base runners, but the anti-air that I have gotten up is actually working pretty good. However, there's still a lot of damage that I didn't want. That was the best that we could hope for without the assault cruiser. As you can see, my rail guns and the mothership are having real good fun with those guys right there. That's another $800 that they've just lost. Currently, we're constantly basically regrouping all the forces, and I'm going to bring Group 1. As you can see, I'm bringing Group 1 back to the right side of the carrier now. If you guys pay attention, I do have my 1K guys still in the fray. We've got rail guns as well. Now we're going to bring the rail guns up, and we're going to attack this place where we saw the salvagers at first. We're going to moving in quick on there. I've got siege rail guns. Those rail guns fire at a higher rate. Our rail guns are currently on him. He's down. We've got missiles coming in for the mothership as well. We're bringing it up. Currently, and then we're coming back to the backside now so that we can establish a front hold on both of our resource units. As you can tell now, we're going very, very hard on this production carrier. Just take a look at this. My goodness, did you see that explosion? That explosion was absolutely wonderful. And now we've denied that area. We've also denied the entire map on that side from them getting any resources. They've got a load going back now. That's about 400 CUs. We're going to go ahead and destroy that as well. So now we're going back and we're going to set up here. We want to make sure that we get all those resources. Most of those resources are still there. We got 10,000. I think it's RUs, and the blue are CUs. As you can see, that salvager is down. Enemy salvager has been destroyed. Bombers are in circulation. As you can see, we've got bombers on our guys. We do not have anti-air there. That bomber is coming back. There's his bomb. All right, we got him. He went down. He took out about 3 of our fast assault vehicles. Board is green curly. It's really good. So just so you guys can see, a lot of this stuff is basically really warfare aspect, because you're going to lose units, but you want to make sure that you do not lose a lot of money in the process. You want to basically, just like in chess, if you can use a pawn to take out a queen, or use a pawn, every time you use a pawn to take out one of their higher units, you will be able to, at that point, have an advantage just on terms of men on the field. In this aspect, we're going to run the salvagers over to the new resource faction. The new resource area. We're pretty much down on units. We have 162 RUs, and we have about 390 CUs. Currently at 45 of 100 on the unit cap. I'm going to move my strike force back, and we're going to try to see what they're going to bring to our resources. But I want to put my strike force back under repair, and I also want to put them under some type of air cover before we make any move on that resource at this point. Since I do have drones up, I can detect them moving over the line. Once again, I want to thank you guys for staying with us. Shatterd Star Games, we're giving you guys a live stream of the new RTS that I'm trying to get everybody to check out. It's called Deserts of Kharak, Homeworld, and as of right now, I'm trying to get a new salvager team out to our new resource. As you can see, the resources by my carrier have been exhausted, and we're going to continue the resource gathering. I'm going to go ahead and start a turret field up here as well. As you can see, I got 1 turret already down. We're going to create an air defense field here. As you can see, my base runner drops the turret out the back end. Very, very resourceful there. And you have a timeout here. If you look on the bottom right, there's a timeout there. So you can't just keep putting turrets. They're real cheap. They're about $100 a piece, 100 CUs. So you could really fill them all up, but they put a timeout on it. So you got to either build more base runners to build them faster, or you just got to wait, or you got to invest in the base runner production capabilities. So as you can see, it's pretty much a dull time at this point. I'm repairing some of the rail guns here. Once you pull up and you engage your carrier's repair, if you pull up anywhere to the left or right in the center of your carrier there, you'll be able to repair all your units. So here we go. We've got a new setup here. I'm going to bring in, we need a support carrier over there. As you can see, without a support carrier, I have to wait to get my money or my units until the actual resource collector gets back to the mothership. As you can see, in a big protracted war, that could be a problem. People hit your supply lines, you can lose all your money. So what you want to do is you want to create a, basically what you want to create is a supply cruiser that can be able to be in that area, and they don't have to travel that, 300 yards, 400 yards, a mile, whatever it is, to back to your main carrier to deliver your money. You need your money as fast as possible. I say JG Wentworth fast. JG Wentworth money, and that's why I'm bringing my support cruiser. As you can see, is at 1K now. So he's heavily veteran. The drones are still out. I want to bring our support cruiser over to support because currently we cannot build one as we only have 312, so I'll have to use the one that we've got. As you can see, support cruiser can also heal the mothership. Another very, very good. All right, we got hostile bombers in area. Bomber. All right, I got anti-air on that support cruiser. He just hit him twice. He's still up. We got bomber strike fighters. I'm hitting him again. Bam. He just dropped 3 of my units. They see what we're doing here. They're trying to stop us from being able to do this. So I brought the support cruiser over so that we can drop money faster, and I can get those base runners to make a bigger air defense perimeter. It seems as right now, the left side is definitely, well, I guess that would be west of my main starting area. The westerly area is completely knocked down. I don't think they could even come in there, but I do not have any support to heal the turrets if they do. So currently I'm using all support to bring in more money, because at this point I need more money in order to get everything taken care of. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna drop a couple more of these turrets just so that we can get all the turrets in the area. Yeah. Alright guys, we're gonna pause here. I need to take a small concession break. If you guys know what I mean, I'm going to pause here and I will retake in approximately 10 minutes. 1, 2, 3, take. All right, people, we are back. This will be in the what we would call the behind the scenes, maybe Patreon content, I guess. So just showing you guys some of the stuff that we have to go through to bring these wonderful broadcasts to you. Thank you for coming to check us out. Shattered Star Games, Shattered Star Actual. And we're going to continue our stream. And here we go. Okay. We got another bomber. See that they're hitting us. The strike fighters, the bombers. I got that bomber. I lost a railgun. I lost an LAV. As you can see, I got 4 missiles coming out. Bam! Just lost another armored vehicle. I think that was actually an armored multi-cannon. They've really been, that air that the Gaussians have, that air is quick. As you can hear, I just made missile batteries. Missile batteries are a lot more efficient because I can move them around. Missile batteries, they just look like a little small, missile tank track missile platform. As you can see, we're moving the mothership here currently over to the resourcing operation, just so that we can spread the defense. I was getting sick of them hitting, so I figured that they would probably send bombers to my new area where I'm getting money at. So currently what I want to do with these guys, I'm going to bring them up and I want to get some more turrets. You see, got anti-air, got 2 turret posts. I got another base runner here getting ready to drop more turrets.
Light attack vehicle is under fire.
More bombers, strike fighters.
Light attack vehicle destroyed.
See, and I moved my carrier from that area. I knew they were going to come back and try to hit my carrier in that area. As you can see, he ran, he suicided himself, kamikaze style, into my carrier. Thank you guys once again for checking us out. Shatterd Star Games, Shatterd Star Actual here, giving you guys a small walkthrough of some of these new tactics we're learning here for Desert Kharak. Again, you see our drone. It was the best. I think it was 75 bucks. The best 75 bucks I've ever spent. It did. Yes.
Blueberry, hope you like muffins.
I do love blueberry muffins at all times. BG has offered me a blueberry muffin. You guys know that I like breakfast items. So I would like to thank BG and Repertoire for the blueberry. That's the best. That's the best. Inbound hostiles. Currently. So here we go. We roll it. We roll it. Don't say too much incriminating stuff here, as we are recording. Yeah, I'm just getting this armored stuff here set up. We got bombers again on us. They kept going over and over. Alright, we got hostile armor on approach. We should be able to knock that down with our turrets. Turrets look like they're taking care of that. Well, there you go. Another unit down. As you can see, we're moving turrets over, and we're also trying to get that last resource unit and get us straight down here at the rear. As you can see now, he's 1K plus. I'm like, that's almost like a 1-star general on the field. He's got that plus there. That means he's going to heal people at a very, very high rate, and any anti-air missiles that comes off him will probably only take about 2 of them to take out any bomber. Currently now we're getting the artillery cruiser fab, and we're also building the assault cruiser. Alright, here we go. We've currently got the assault cruiser. I think that's what it's called. Yes, it's the assault cruiser. This is the technology that seems to be stolen from the Galaxia, because that is the only cruiser that we have for Coalition that actually floats. As you can see, it's floating, and it's currently making its way over. I think that was my first assault cruiser. That's one thing about this AI. It's so smart that once it sees that I have an assault cruiser on the field, they will factor in their units to try to destroy it at all costs. And I think I have that on film here. They're currently trying to figure out where the assault cruiser is. Here we go. They're already here. Bomber. Strike fighters. Bomber's coming around for a second pass. Assault cruiser downed. And it pissed me off. That just pissed me off right there, guys. When I said, man, I just built it. And I had very limited RUs at the point. So I wanted to make another one because I couldn't let them deny me from having my assault cruiser. But like I said, that AI is so smart. It sees that assault cruiser, automatically changes its sortie mission directly onto the highest, fattest target that they can destroy. I did not have any anti-air. As you can see now, I'm researching assault cruiser anti-air, because the fact that I didn't have any anti-air probably sealed the deal on that lifetime. Rest in peace to those probably 30 or 40 men that were just destroyed.
Waiting for eyes on to investigate.
Assault cruiser anti-air missile systems enabled.
All right, now we do have assault cruiser anti-air missiles.
Hostile rangecraft destroyed.
We're currently still taking about the turret area. We've got one more assault cruiser being made. Currently, we are about halfway through this video, and like I said, guys, some of this stuff is very, very quick. You can go fast with it. I could have basically went out there and took a chance using my entire force with my resources in the back to make a attack on them. However, I did not want to do that because I did not know the strength of the entire forces that the Gaussian would bring to bear. So I figured that if I just let them use all their force to attack me, then I could get a better look at what they've got real guns rushing me here. As you can see, the turrets are chewing them up. Once again, the Gaussians have the strike and move attack. They're like a run and gun. So they're running and gun in that area, trying to see what I would bring. And whatever I bring out to protect that area, it seems that they're using the bombers and the strike fighter sorties to take that out. Understanding this, I make sure that I have anti-air on that. And then I think I actually wanted to bring that support cruiser back. Yeah, here we go. We got support cruiser. Yeah, here we go. Support cruisers here. I want to make sure we get a support cruiser out there. That way we can repair, and we also have a second set of missiles to support as well. So what I want to do now, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and fast forward it slightly, just so that you guys can see a little more of the action without it being an extremely long video. I will go ahead and release this entire video in its entirety, just for continuity purposes. But as of right now, let's go ahead and let's fast forward. We're currently at 29 minutes and 15 seconds. So we're currently building up, and I'm going to go ahead and fast forward it to a little bit closer to the end here so you guys can see the final outcome of this. And once again, I will bring this back so you guys can take a look at it and check it out yourself. All right, now we're getting our missile batteries out, and we've got our battle cruiser. We're also going to bring some artillery cruisers online as well. As you can see, the battle cruiser, pretty streamlined. It's got two gigantic cannons at the top. It's got also a couple of point defenses as well. Battle cruiser definitely has a lot of extra functions as well. It's got a couple of special functions that you can use as well for special attacks if you're getting close. Or you can also set it. I think it may have one where it repairs itself as well. But I don't know if it's that one or the other one, but whichever one does, some of them have passive and some of them are active. But if you go active, then you cannot shoot. Remember that when you're in active repair. So we've got missile batteries here. We've upgraded the carrier so that the carrier can produce 2 units at the same time. So that hence we got the 2 missile. I think they actually brought in an attack as well. You guys might have missed it. On me as well here, and it was on my missile batteries. As you can see, they can't get in that area. We're physically denying that area. Currently, right now, we're going to bring in our artillery cruiser. As you can take a good look at the artillery cruiser, it has about 1, 2, 3, 4 banks of 4 missiles or mortars. Artillery rounds apiece. Some of my favorite weapons are non-line of sight weapons. I do like to shoot over the mountains and over the line of sight. Just brings you to awareness of what I'm able to do to you. And we're going to go ahead and fast forward past this pause moment. There we go. Artillery cruiser is moving up. Basically what I'm going to do is I'll make a nice good unit here of basically artillery cruisers. As you can see, the artillery cruiser is just firing. You can see some of the effects from that. Active denial in that area. So once they go forward, they can't go back. It's funneling them right into the death zone. Here we go. The bombers are coming back. Strike fighters coming back. As you can see, the anti-air is destroying them. We lost one turret, but nothing at all. Those missile batteries are just letting them have it. As you can see, they're falling back again. They're falling back again. We're going to go ahead and fast forward a little bit more here. As you see, my support cruiser is falling back. All right, I'm bringing up my missiles and my assault. All right, I'm going to give you guys a preview of some of that assault right now. Here we go. And as I'm bringing out the assault, I've got my 1K plus, my 1-star general is out there with the support cruiser. He's currently healing all my guys here. So I figured with a battle cruiser, assault cruiser, and a lot of artillery, and also my anti-air there, I should be able to handle anything that came to me as far as air. I just wanted to get close enough to their area of operation so that I could wreak some havoc on some of their heavier units. So take a look at this one. Crossing the pass. As you can see, that battery hitting, it automatically took out about 200 units immediately. We're coming in here. I'm moving my support carrier back as it has limited offensive weapons. Just want to repair. Here they've got their siege rail guns that are hitting us pretty effectively. As you can see, assault cruiser is to the rear. I don't want my battle cruiser to take too much damage, so I'm going to start moving battle cruiser back. As you can see, we're taking heavy damage on the battle cruiser. All right, bam. We've just destroyed their cruiser. Hostile battle cruiser is down. Now that battle cruiser costs lots of money. So now what I want to do, since I don't know what their capability is, and they may very well have an airstrike ready to go for me, I'm going to move all the units back. I'm moving them back. As you can see, we're still destroying some of their units here with the artillery cruiser, but we're going to move back our units. Currently, we've took a lot of damage. We've lost a lot of units. Not that many, but enough to warrant me pulling back and getting a repair. Once again, if I destroy this battle cruiser, it's like destroying the king. I guess the mothership will be the king, but this is definitely a high-powered knight, or at least a queen on the field, so you would definitely not want it to get destroyed. So I'm bringing it back, and I'm going to go ahead and bring back those 2 missile batteries as well, so that we can regroup, repair, and set up for the next attack. So we're going to fast forward a bit here. All right, we've got our drones still up. They're still producing. We're taking a look at some of the things that we want to do here to them. Currently, I'm just checking my resources. I'm at about 2,800 on RUs. I'm at about 150 on CUs. So currently, we're going to go ahead and buy power reserves because we want to make sure that our carrier is up to snuff when we go and take in. I want to basically take our carrier in and basically see what we can get on them. So as you can see, I'm moving the carrier out now. Moving the carrier up. Okay, and basically what I want you guys to check out here is the new strategy of what I figured at this point was basically I'm going to take the carrier and I'm going to move the carrier out and use the carrier as an attack platform as well. So we're going to go ahead and move up. However, that carrier, and this is correct, you often have to remember that your carrier is such a big unit, it cannot go through some of these passes. So I just figured that out, and I'm going to go ahead and move the carrier to the gigantic canyon that we can actually move. And we're going to go move him out, and we're going to use our other units to rendezvous with him at Rally Point Alpha. Rally Point Alpha. We're going to move him out now. Guard our battle cruiser with the air.
Establish guard formation on that battle cruiser.
As you can see, units are falling in. We're going to go Go ahead and fast forward it slightly.
Escort that battle cruiser.
We're escorting battle cruiser. All right, we're doing a double check here on our resources. Looks like we're down to the last bit of the resources on our side. They've completely depleted the resources on their side, so we're bringing up. We've got the Rally Point Alpha here, and we're basically setting up here at Rally Point Alpha. We've got another assault cruiser and another battle cruiser coming out. I'm gonna go ahead and assault cruiser is ready to go. As you can see, it's coming out of the rear of the carrier. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward slightly. All right, we're getting a look now. Currently, as you can see, I'm coming up to their pass. Exact opposite. This map is pretty much congruent, so we're gonna displace. We've got another assault cruiser. I'm sorry, that's an artillery cruiser. We're gonna move up and see what they can bring to our main force before I bring in the mothership. All right, we're setting them up, getting them ready. All right, we're gonna move on this area right now. Ready to move.
We're going mobile.
All right, we're going mobile. Let's move. We're gonna take up and see if we can't get a little attention from their main force. And once again, guys, I always tell you, all right, we've got support units in rage. That base runner doesn't have a chance against that artillery barrage. Battle cruisers in rage, assault cruisers in rage. Move it up. As you can see, the assault cruiser just took out 4 of their units immediately. I mean, you get one good salvo in there, and you're taking out pretty much anything on the map. Okay. Now they're going to send their last bit of artillery. Well, they don't even have artillery. They've got fast attack vehicles. They're moving in on me. This is their last hurrah because they basically don't have anything else to attack me with. So we're going to open up on them. As soon as they got there, they all started getting destroyed. So they're starting to run currently. And as you can see, the Gaussian hit and run attack, they didn't even get close. They didn't even get close. They're retreating. We're going to go ahead and set up, and we've got the assault carrier. Well, basically that's what I've made it. We're going to go ahead and get the assault force set up. We're going to hold, and then we're going to bring our carrier in for a cruise missile strike. The cruise missile is similar to the nuke. However, I think one faction doesn't have a nuke. There we go. Here's the cruise missile. I just set it up. Watch the destruction. All support units are down on the front side. We're gonna start bringing in our cruiser now. Actually, no, I think we're bringing in only the mothership now because I figured that the amount of upgrades that I have on the mothership will currently be enough to take out their remaining forces with their carrier being down to almost about 50% strength. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll up on them. I've got the power reserves readying up. Currently, I've got 3 spec in weapons range and 3 spec in weapons. And I'm gonna go ahead and bring the spec up right before we attack. We currently got 40 seconds. And also I'm bringing up fighter. We're seeing the carrier on radar from our mothership. They're calling it out. And there's another thing about Desert Kharak. They do have a good radio chatter function. I do turn it up so that it has more frequency. I do like my radio chatter. And we're gonna go back through. We've got about 15 seconds left. All right. Now we're gonna bring up these, which would be our weapons rage and weapons damage and DPS. All right, we're bringing them up. We've got 8. We got weapons damage up, and we got weapon range up. All right, we're fully stocked at this point. Power reserve 6. We're engaging. coming over the pass here, that last dude,
Enemy production cruiser sighted.
and we're gonna attack.
Alert, slip carrier taking fire.
As you can see, guys, I do like to use my carrier as an attack unit. Definitely one of the most craziest things to see is two carriers going back and forth at each other, because at this point it's either me or you, baby, and I promise you I'm gonna take you down first, or I'm going down in a puff of smoke. You will be destroyed before that. But as you can see, their cruisers and their remaining forces are nothing to my carrier. That was their last production cruiser down. As you can see, we're bringing over, our missiles are firing a 4 salvo every 2 seconds. I want to go ahead and move our carrier out of the nuclear blast range from their carrier. Don't want to take too much damage. Figured they were getting under about 25%. Want to get out of the way. Hold position now. We're holding. Wonderful, wonderful. As you can see, I'm trying to shoot another Duke here.
All ships reform on command carrier. Great job.
Shattered Star Actual, man. Thanks, guys, for watching. Make sure you check us out at Shattered Star Games. Subscribe at Shattered Star Games on YouTube. Thanks, guys, and have a great one, man. Come back and check us out. Shattered Star Games. All right.